Hello guys, my name is Nick and you are watching The Sports Entertainer. Make sure you have subscribed to our channel with post notifications turned on so that you never miss out on one of our daily WWE videos. Well guys, unlike our last few videos where we began by stating that WrestleMania 35 is only around the corner despite it being weeks in advance, we are truly now just days away from the Showcase of the Immortals, and whether or not the build up to this year's WrestleMania has been as good as previous years, there's no doubt most fans are at least excited about one match on the current card, with two of the most talked and buzzed about matches being the triple threat winner takes all Raw and SmackDown Women's Championship match between Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, as well as the WWE Championship match fans have been asking for ever since Kofi Kingston's gauntlet match on SmackDown last month against the self-proclaimed new Daniel Bryan. So many of the matches on the card have the potential to steal the show, and we certainly shouldn't speak too lightly on the match between Batista and Triple H, because despite the fact the feud started out a little bit dry, things have definitely picked up over the past 2 weeks to increase fan investment in what could very well be Dave Bautista's final match in WWE, before likely being inducted into the Hall of Fame next year in 2020. In today's video, we're going to be taking an in-depth look at all of the 15 announced matches for WrestleMania 35 and provide you guys with all of our latest information, rumors, and potential spoilers we've been provided with from our sources. As we state in all of our videos on this subject matter, the booking decisions are always subject to change, even at the last minute during the actual show itself, so while most of this information is almost guaranteed to come true, we've been told that we shouldn't be too surprised if Vince McMahon decides to throw fans a huge curveball in one of the big matches before the main event, as Vince apparently wants to create a feeling of doubt and uncertainty to make WrestleMania less predictable. With that being said, we will now start off with the announced kickoff matches and work our way from there, providing you guys with everything you need to know before Sunday's big event. Unlike the WWE's other kickoff shows, which typically feature a match or two between some of the company's undercard superstars, at WrestleMania this year, we will be witnessing two Battle Royals, the 6th annual Men's Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and the 2nd annual Women's Battle Royal. Some of the wrestlers involved in these matches are pretty big names, with some of the top male superstars already confirmed being Braun Strowman, Andrade, and Jeff Hardy, and for the Women's Battle Royal, some of the top competitors are Asuka, Carmella, Mickie James, and Mandy Rose. While the WWE could decide to go the predictable route for the Men's Battle Royal by having Braun Strowman walk out victorious, we have been informed that either Sami Zayn or Mustafa Ali, who have yet to be announced for the match, are the rumored men who could be winning it this year. As for the Women's Battle Royal, while we had stated that Asuka could be looking to exit the WWE in the near future, up to this point, Asuka is reportedly the favorite to win it this year, though we have been told that Mandy Rose and Alexa Bliss are also possibilities at this point. As well, we will also be witnessing the Raw Tag Team title match on the kickoff show between current champions The Revival and the team of Zack Ryder and Curt Hawkins. And as some of you guys might have predicted, we have been told that Curt Hawkins' losing streak will come to an end at WrestleMania, with Curt and Zack rumored to be capturing the Raw Tag Team Championships. We now move on to the Fatal 4-Way SmackDown Tag Team Championship match between the current title holders, the Usos, versus The Bar, Ricochet and Aleister Black, and Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev. Although many fans are expecting Ricochet and Aleister Black to pull off the win this Sunday, we have been informed that in all probability, the Usos will be retaining the SmackDown Tag Team titles, as Vince has plans to put Aleister on Raw and Ricochet on SmackDown Live during the upcoming Superstar Shakeup. Up next, we have the Cruiserweight Championship match between Buddy Murphy and challenger Tony Nese. As some of you guys may anticipate, we have been informed that there's a chance that this match may end up getting moved to the kickoff show if Vince feels that there won't be enough time for the major matches, but regardless, this match undoubtedly has the potential to be great. As of right now, Tony Nese is reportedly going to be winning the Cruiserweight title at WrestleMania 35 after a back and forth match with Buddy Murphy. Next up, we have the singles match between the big dog Roman Reigns and the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre, and you can be assured that these two titans are going to be putting on a great performance. And while the obvious candidate to win this match, Roman Reigns, has been confirmed by one of our sources to walk out of this match victorious, we have been told that Vince McMahon is instructing Roman Reigns to make Drew McIntyre look strong in defeat, something that McMahon normally doesn't emphasize for Reigns to do unless the opponent is a big name like Brock Lesnar or Braun Strowman, so let's hope that Drew won't be completely buried in defeat. Up next, we have the US Championship match between current title holder Samoa Joe and challenger Rey Mysterio. As we had reported in one of our previous videos, we were informed that Vince is planning to have the United States and Intercontinental Champions switch brands during the upcoming Superstar Shakeup, which means that either Rey Mysterio or Samoa Joe will be moving to Raw after the Showcase of the Immortals. While the plans could always change, it has been noted that Samoa Joe is most likely retaining his US title, and his first feud post-Mania is reportedly going to be AJ Styles, who is also rumored to be joining the Raw brand. Alright guys, we now move on to the singles match between the Viper Randy Orton and AJ Styles, and without question, this is definitely one of those dark horse matches that has the potential to steal the show given the immeasurable talent in both superstars. As of today, the reported winner of this match is Randy Orton, although AJ Styles will definitely be putting up a great fight against Orton. Up next, we have Kurt Angle's farewell match, in which the Olympic gold medalist will be facing the beloved Baron Corbin in his final WWE match. While there's always a possibility of the WWE giving fans what they want by having John Cena end up replacing Baron Corbin at the last minute against Kurt Angle, if in case the WWE do stick to Corbin versus Angle, we've been informed that Kurt Angle will in fact be defeating Baron Corbin, and rightfully so. However, even if Cena does replace Baron Corbin, Kurt Angle is still apparently penciled in for a win Sunday night. Next up, the heated rivalry between Shane McMahon and The Miz will reach its boiling point, and despite not being the most anticipated match on the WrestleMania card, we are all certainly in for a great match between these two superstars, and if our information proves to be accurate, The Miz will be defeating Shane McMahon after a hard-fought bout, quite possibly with the help of his father George, who will seek revenge on Shane O'Mac. We now have the Intercontinental Championship match between current title holder Bobby Lashley and challenger Finn Balor, and without question, this has undoubtedly been one of the easiest matches for fans to predict, because like many fans are predicting, Finn Balor is in fact reportedly going to be dethroning Bobby Lashley of the Intercontinental title, and we have also been told that this won't be a particularly long match given the fact Finn Balor will be wrestling as the Demon King. Up next, we have the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match between the Boss 'n' Hug Connection, Bayley and Sasha Banks, against the Iconics, Nia Jax and Tamina, and Beth Phoenix and Natalya. Although Vince could always decide to throw fans a curveball at WrestleMania by having one of the three challenging teams walk out of the Showcase of the Immortals, the new Women's Tag Team Champs, we have been informed that the title reign of Sasha Banks and Bayley will be lasting well beyond WrestleMania 35, quite possibly until SummerSlam, so again, Sasha Banks and Bayley are reportedly retaining their titles this Sunday. We now move on to the no-holds-barred match between the Game Triple H and the Animal Dave Bautista, and the stipulation had recently been added a few weeks ago on Raw that Triple H will be putting his career on the line. As you might expect, we have been informed that the chances of Triple H losing to Batista, and in the process being forced into retirement, are slim to none, as Triple H is reportedly winning this match after a back-and-forth bout with Big Dave. As for Batista, despite it seemingly being his last match in the WWE, don't be too surprised if Batista works another storyline heading into SummerSlam 2019, again as we reported before, perhaps even against Brock Lesnar. Next up, we have the Universal Championship match between Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins, which before the Triple Threat Women's title match became the center stage storyline, was reportedly going to be closing out WrestleMania 35. Now that certainly isn't the case anymore, and surprisingly enough, we've been informed that right now Vince is planning to put the Universal title match behind the WWE title match between Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan, which is definitely a rarity. We have been informed that Brock Lesnar is almost guaranteed to be retaining his title at Mania, considering Brock Lesnar isn't leaving the WWE after the Showcase of the Immortals, but in the rare scenario if Seth were to defeat Brock, it would be with the help of Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Okay guys, we now have the second to last WrestleMania 35 match, arguably the match fans have been looking forward to the most, and that is the WWE Championship match between the current title holder Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston. Although Kofi Kingston's rise in WWE is still fairly uncertain at this point, our sources have mentioned that Vince is currently leaning in the direction of having Kofi Kingston defeat Daniel Bryan in a back-and-forth grueling match to become the new WWE Champion. But like we had reported before, the possibility of a Big E heel turn swerve after Kofi wins is still very much a real thing. However, this heel turn may come after WrestleMania, so Kofi may end up celebrating the victory with Big E and Xavier Woods with no swerve. And finally, we have the main event of WrestleMania 35, the triple threat winner-takes-all Raw and SmackDown Women's Championship match between Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch. There's no denying that parts of the build-up for this match have been a bit confusing and unnecessary, namely taking the SmackDown Women's Championship off of Asuka just weeks before the show, but regardless, fans are still very much invested in the match. As of this video's release date, Becky Lynch is rumored to be walking out of WrestleMania 35 with both women's titles on her shoulder, and one of our sources has even mentioned that Stone Cold Steve Austin, a big supporter of Becky Lynch's Stone Cold-like badass persona, may come out to the ring after Becky wins to celebrate the monumental victory with Lynch. Well guys, what do you think about these spoilers and rumors for WrestleMania 35 we have been informed of? Are these the outcomes of the 15 currently announced matches you hope to see come to fruition? And if not, let us know who you want to walk out victorious in the matches you care about the most. Make sure you sound off in the comment section down below and give us your thoughts and opinions on the matter. Thanks for watching The Sports Entertainer. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also be sure that you hit that subscribe button for all of our daily WWE videos.